Finally, we're at the new video done. I wish the original went through and I didn't have to do all this. I could have just done a Pokemon opening today. Finally, I guess to tell you the story and everything's working properly, video, sound of AI. The second game in the series was this the Somnium Files Nirvana Initiative Collector's Edition. So basically, I had my pre-order in when they first went live on Amazon. A month before it's going to come out, or a release date, should I say. There was a mass cancellations. Like everybody, Xbox, PlayStation, Switch, all their pre-orders got canceled. It was like a WTF moment. The people who made this, Spike Chansoft, the company, they've made a notice saying, hey, this is an error or a glitch on Amazon's part. There's plenty to go through. Just contact them, let them know, we have copies we're going to put as well as a third merchant on their page at the same price. And I went ahead, I was like, wow, let's contact Amazon. Amazon person was nice. So apparently, it was a known issue. People have already contacted them and flat out told me, hey, for the inconvenience, I'm going to let you get your money back as a refund and you just get the item for free. Does that sound good to you? Another free, what? Free item? Yes. Because you remember Amazon had an issue when I had Horizon Zero Dawn, the second game. And it was one day late. I contacted them and somehow their systems weren't reading. There was some kind of error on their part. And they gave me the money back. So then the next day I got the game. So that was a win for me. But this one is different. This is a different situation here. So they told me I'd get the money back. The process of doing this is right now you can't put no order in because it shows they're sold out. But they already know that in 2 weeks the orders are going to come back live to place my order. Once I get the game, I can tell them, hey, look in the notes. I should get the money back as an inconvenience. So, okay, that sounds good to me. 2 weeks go by, nothing. So basically, almost to the third week, finally orders came up. And you could order from Amazon themselves. That's what I did. Put an order in. Release date came up. USPS loses my item. They lost my package. So basically what happened was the package got to my area, up the street, their postal facility. And instead of putting it on the truck to be shipped out, they put it on a different truck to go to the neighboring city over in Harlem. So I was like, okay, that's a goof up on their part, so I'll get it the next day, because, that's like not that far off, that's like maybe a 15-minute drive or something, 20-minute drive. That's the neighboring city over. And then I waited a couple days because it's lost in the system. There's no update. It just says at facility. They ain't put on no truck, no nothing, so I called up and let them know, hey, my item's missing or whatever, and they just don't know what's going on. So I contacted Amazon because the Amazon page updated saying, hey, it's over the date, you did not receive it, contact for refund. Okay. Contacted them, hey, my item is lost in the system, I need a refund, because that's what the screen is saying. Oh, okay, yeah, we're going to go ahead. And I told them the situation, what happened, because the first rep, they didn't know what was going on, and they just sounded like they didn't want to deal with the situation. It was real ugly. Sometimes you get bad customer reps, you gotta deal with it. So after getting into a heated argument, I ended the call. The second person, they kind of sounded a little lost too, but they told me, hey, you gonna go ahead and give you the refund, and whenever the item comes to you, it's yours. We understand, I get what you're saying. He was a little confused, but like, I get what you're saying. Bam, here's the refund. Just wait for it. Okay, that sounds good to me. The very next day, USPS called me from my facility, Hepzibah, and they was like, hey, after we have a policy in Harlem, after 4 days of just being there and not being shipped out, it gets sent back to sender, as in we send it back to Amazon. And I was told that they've already picked up the item, it's being sent back now. Once again, I had to contact Amazon. And boy, this dude was just did not want to deal with the situation. He kept telling one thing, hey, it's being refunded. I was like, no, that's the item that's already being sent back. I'm supposed to get this back as an inconvenience and get the item for free. His excuse was, hey, just buy the item, rebuy it because they're still in stock. And by the time you get it, you get the money back. I was like, are you sure? I've done this procedure before, and I've never had it which it comes, the refund when I receive it. I've always gotten an instant, happens instant. They put in the notes, instantly goes through, and it'll show up on the bank account after a few days, if not that day. Never had to wait a few days, but still, I went to put my order in. I saved the notes because I save everything as screenshots. 2 days later, I didn't just get that order. I got the lost item as well. So I had 2 items. I'm just like, man, whatever. You know what? Since I was already refunded, I'm gonna keep the refunded one, the lost item, and I'm gonna send back this one and get my monies back. Because guess what? They didn't take give me back the money for that either. So I went ahead and sent back the one, got my refund for that, kept the one that I was supposed to get the money for. It's already refunded. So I hate to keep that drawn out, but I just want to tell you my situation, because if you saw my Pokemon openings, I complained so much about that. And here's the update. So let's get into the opening. Alright, I've already opened up the seals, so I don't have to go through that hassle no more. This thing was sealed tight. I mean, they took good care. Open it up. Here's the 2 things I did not like. This did not come in a CD case. This just came in one of these little cardboard sleeve holders, and I'm not a fan of these at all. But we got the soundtrack, and it's got all the music tracks. So we didn't get cheated with just 4 or 5 tracks. So just a little small track listing teaser. But we got all the tracks, but I would have preferred a CD case. Here we got a small art book. I am not a fan of the small booklets. I mean, they could give us a big book, art book. It's better than, the small basic art books that NIS gives out. I say this is more of a mid-tier, but it's so freaking small. I'm not too thrilled about that. It's nice looking, but I would prefer the big book. Not this looked like I bought from Walmart. I'm not too thrilled about that. Here we got the standard game. The cover looks good. Sorry if you can't see it. I got that glare because the time of the day. But unfortunately there is no reverse cover. Usually them J games come with a reverse cover. Sometimes you have a censored version on the top, and behind it is, the Japanese version uncensored. Or you may get the English cover and the Japanese cover behind it, but this is just one, unfortunately. But one thing that I do like is the figurine. Let's see how we opened this last time. It's already been opened once, so it should not be a hassle like the last time I had a pain in the butt open up. We're not going to put it on the stand or nothing. I just want to show it off real quick. So you gotta be careful about some of the hair. Some of the hair pieces are sharp and you may sting yourself. Here's how the figurine looks. Not bad at all. I feel they could do a little bit more detail in the face, but I'm okay because this is not a bad figurine at all. It's got some weight to it. It's not cheap. It's not going to break off like some of them other figurines. So it was good for what it was. We didn't get overcharged, because if you've seen some of them figurines that's the same like this, they're going for like 150, 250, 300. They done lost their damn minds. They jacked the prices up, you know. I understand, you know, inflation and shipping over, but figurines have always been like, you know, around 30, 35, you know, 50 for some of the bigger tier stuff, you know. Square Enix is the main one with the Figmas that was like overpriced like hell, but now everybody getting overpriced. Even the little cheap figurines that should not be priced at $85 like they're going for now. Back then you could get that for 15. Now them, I don't know. I don't understand it. But you know what? I have to say this is done properly, nicely. It's probably like a step below from the Assassin's Creed figurines. But it's still not bad. It's not cheap kinds, you know, that I hate. You know, like if you ever got like one of those anime boxes, loot boxes from Loot Crate, or I can't think of what the other one is called, you know, but those were mostly cheaply made, and they would break in the process of coming over. I hated those, you know. I have right now the fairy tale, and at first it was nice looking and all that, but I noticed like there's always some kind of issue of either breaking or the glue just doesn't hold, and that's what happened. The glue did not hold properly. So I guess I'm gonna get some Gorilla Glue and just put a few dabs there, because I can't stand it if it little nudge or it just falls over, decapitates. Alright, so basically that's what we're going to leave this opening at. There's nothing else in there, you know. I say this would have been at a better price of $99.99. But either which way, $129 was not bad either. I've seen like freaking Horizon Zero Dawn. I've seen what's the other game that's like overpriced? Like why is it so expensive? $250, $300? No, you ain't got enough stuff in there, and now you're not putting the actual game discs. Have you seen what that God of War Ragnarok is going for? And that doesn't even have the game in the collector's editions to the steelbook with a code voucher. Done lost their damn minds. And that's the one game I may have to pay for. You know, I got lucky with the Horizon Zero Dawn, and this one I got for, you know, for free as well as an inconvenience. But man, that Ragnarok is going to be costly. I may have to cancel that Skull and Bones pre-order. You know, we'll have to see, because November is a huge game drop period. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Leave some likes, some comments. Definitely hit the bell to subscribe, and always enjoy.